There are a lot of Lego games, and I mean a lot. You're probably already well aware of that though if you're watching this video. Something that has always bothered me, however, is the lack of games that are based on the Lego Ninjago franchise. You'd think with how popular the series is there would be a lot of games, but overall there's actually only 4, excluding Flash games of course. In this video, I'll be taking a dive into one of the games, which is Lego Ninjago Nindroids. I've never actually played this game before, nor did I actually know it existed until very recently. The game is seemingly based on Season 3 of the show, so if you haven't seen it, then well, I'm sorry, this just isn't the video for you. But if you don't care, then please, keep watching. I'm a huge fan of Ninjago overall, so I'm looking forward to playing through this. So right at the beginning, we're greeted with the intro cutscene that basically just shows the ninja doing a bunch of different shit. You get to see the ninja absolutely destroying a bunch of robots, or the Nindroids, and you get to see Pixel fighting Cyrus Borg for some reason, which that doesn't make much sense in context with the series, but okay. Then Lloyd the Green Ninja shows up on a bike, and then the cutscene ends with Zane.jpg, I would like to call it. The title screen plays a very unique version of Weekend Whip, which is the main theme of the show, so I really like that about it, not gonna lie. Well, now let's get into the actual game. So we start off with a cutscene that essentially just acts like the beginning of Season 3. The Overlord was defeated by Lloyd Garmadon, and Ninjago City was rebuilt all futuristic with the help of Cyrus Borg.
Alright students, the tour of Borg Industries is about to begin.
Something for me to make comment here immediately. That is fucking not Sensei Wu. Who is that? William Sailors? Rigby?
I am Pixel, primary interactive external assistant lifeform. Mr. Borg would like to see the ninja in his office.
That is not Pixel's voice either, no.
Please, you are Ninjago's last hope. Protect these with your life. Go quickly, before he sees us.
That isn't Cyrus Borg either. I'm not exactly sure why the voices would be different. So basically, Cyrus Borg gave the ninja these weapons called the Technoblades to protect, and something evil is threatening him. I wonder who that could be.
Will the assailants please stand down and drop the Technoblades?
Hey lady, do you know who you're talking to? We are Mr. Borg's guests!
Nothing works. Perhaps a malfunction?
So now it's just a clip from the actual show, but dubbed over, which is a little odd, honestly.
Guys, these must be the Technoblades. We have to protect them with our lives.
We have to protect them with our lives.
Ninjago! There!
Okay, so looking into the voices, everyone in this game seems to have a different voice actor, I've come to realize. The only reason I could imagine for the change is probably since the show is a Canadian production, but that's just my guess, honestly, I don't know for sure. So the ninja make their escape out of the Borg Tower elevator, and the first level consists of us climbing up the tower and trying to get back to find Sensei Wu. It essentially acts as a tutorial to the basic movement of the game, but since I've played many Lego games before, I already have a general idea on how to play the game, honestly. We're also introduced to puzzles that you solve using the bottom screen, which mainly boil down to pressing the correct button order the screen shows. Unless that changes later on, of course, but I don't know for sure.
Alright, almost there!
Level 2 has the ninja making a run through Borg Tower, and it mainly consists of tricking robots into heading to a certain area and running through the gate as it stays open briefly. This is also the first level that you can switch between characters, either Kai or Cole. Whoever you'd rather be, honestly, except for one part where it seems like you're just required to play as Cole to get across a gap in the level. Level 3 has you play as Jay and Zane, and it mostly just consists of you beating the shit out of a bunch of robots. Not even really joking about that, that's basically the level. There's a few gates you have to open using Zane's shurikens for access, but that's about it. You also learn how to use spinjitzu, which honestly is really cool and fun to use in the game. You just obliterate everything in sight when you use it. We're then shown another cutscene where Zane jumps on top of a helicopter and takes complete control of it using the Technoblade.
What just happened? The Technoblade must have hacked the hovercopter system!
Which is clear foreshadowing for what the next level will be.
Welcome to Borg Industries. Your Technoblade can take over any machine.
Whatever you say, Cyrus Borg. Level 4 is an auto-moving level where you just shoot down literally everything in sight from the helicopter. That's also, honestly, all I can say about it. That's all it is. This noise gets really annoying when you hold down the button the entire level like I did. The level ends with another cutscene of Cyrus Borg just getting brutally murdered on screen as it fades to black.
Let me go!
Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael!
Level 5 has you play as Emiya, who won't become a genuine important character till way later in the series. You have to basically chase down Pixel, and I honestly just speedran this shit. Watch as I run very quickly through the level. The level ends with Cyrus Borg. I lied, he isn't dead. Returning, but now he's evil Cyrus Borg, with the Overlord controlling his body.
The Overlord! It can't be!
Level 6 has Sensei Wu saving Emiya from Overlord Cyrus Borg by fighting him one-on-one. For some reason, I just really struggled with this fight. I kept dying non-stop. I don't know if I was playing horribly or if it's just because the boss fight has a really bad frame rate. Almost the entire fight, the frame rate just dropped heavily, or it would just stutter non-stop with everything I did. I just kept dying and respawning non-stop, and eventually Cyrus Borg just lost all of his health and I won.
That's right! Run away! But you cannot escape me! You'll see!
The ninja, Wu, and Emiya all then board Zane's helicopter and escape Borg Tower.
Enemy apprehend. Come on! She's one of us!
But not without Emiya kicking evil Pixel, of course. We then start to see the Overlord take control of all the technology within Ninjago City. Oh yeah, and Cole does some cool stuff, so you know, that's cool.
That's your service!
Gotta get to Lloyd and tell him about the Overlord's return! Golden Ninja will clean this mess up in no time.
Level 7 has us start off playing as Cole, basically doing exactly what he did in the last cutscene. You have to run around Ninjago City, taking down these giant mechs that are terrorizing the city. I honestly liked jumping on top of them and mashing the button to destroy them. I thought that was really fun. Something I will say right now though, so far I don't really like playing as Cole overall. I've always liked him as a character in the show, but honestly he just moves way too slow in this game. All of his attacks are very slow, he walks very slow, which I get that honestly fits his character, but still. There's then a cutscene at the end of the level that shows Cole taking control of a mech using one of the Technoblades.
Let's move!
Level 8 has you playing as Cole and the mech that he just took control of in the cutscene. If it wasn't obvious, that was going to be the level. You have to make your way through Ninjago City, destroying Nindroids and other mechs along the way. And holy shit, everyone on that bus is dead.
anything, enemy?
Honestly, I have the same issue as the last level where it just feels really slow controlling Cole, though now it's even slower since he's in a mech. We're then greeted with another cutscene where Kai jumps into the air and takes control of a jet using the Technoblade.
That's what I'm talking about.
If it wasn't clear already, the reason they're all doing this is to sell toys that were available at the time. This is also foreshadowing for what the next level will be, like earlier. Level 9 is another auto-moving level, but honestly, I had a lot more fun with this one compared to the last one I played. I actually liked being able to slightly move this time rather than just moving a cursor around the screen. And honestly, that's all I really have to say about it. You're just dodging stuff left and right and shooting everything in sight, as you can see, like I did here. The level ends with a cutscene of all the ninja grouping up back in the middle of the city, and then the golden ninja, and green, Lloyd, shows up and deactivates some of the surrounding robots with his awesome golden energy. The Overlord threatens Lloyd and the ninja then make a plan to escape the city with the Technoblades.
We don't. We need to get you and the Technoblades out of the city.
The Technoblades! Find them!
Level 10 has you playing as Wu, and you have to make a run through the roofs of the city. You navigate through the roofs and fight any robots you come across. Also, Wu does not have telekinesis powers, just saying, in case you didn't know. I don't really know why he has them in this. There's a cool part where you get chased down by a helicopter and you have to escape it as quickly as you can. Honestly, at this part right here, I just fucked up horribly. I honestly thought you had to jump on the rope, but it turned out you have to hold on to it. The level ends with a cutscene of Wu, unfortunately, getting captured by the Overlord.
But I will have the last laugh!
There's then another cutscene of Zane saying the city is now their enemy, essentially. And at least with show context, the game isn't really saying it here. They need help from Garmadon, who was once evil. Would you also be surprised to know that the first 10 levels of this game actually just make up the first episode of Season 3? Literally all of that was the first episode.
Oh no! The Technoblades!
Level 11 has you playing as Zane, and you have to go on a chase after Pixel since she stole the Technoblades. This might have been my favorite level so far, honestly, since I feel like I haven't actually played anything like it before in a Lego game. Unless I'm forgetting a similar level, but you can just let me know in the comments if I am. It also was the longest level so far as well, which I thought was nice. I liked looking around the map to find her and collecting the Technoblades one by one. At the end of the level, you have to do a puzzle to reprogram her to be good again, against her will. Though, I guess the Overlord forced her to be evil as well.
Ah!
We then see another cutscene where the ninja are talking to Pixel and she warns them about the Overlord virus. Yeah, he's a virus this time. He used to basically be Satan in the show, but, you know, just in case you didn't know.
Is he okay?
Yes, but the Overlord wants your son.
And then she says she didn't come alone, even though we did just play a level where she clearly was not alone.
Wait! I don't see any of them! Whoa! Is that all you got?
Level 12 has you playing as Kai and Zane, and you have to save all the people living in Garmadon's dojo and put out most of the fires from within. You also get to play as Pixel briefly towards the end, which I enjoyed a lot, honestly. The level ends with another cutscene of the ninja planning to turn the power off to the Nindroids.
How much power?
Cole, that's it. You're a genius. We're going to shut down their power.
And this part.
Keep your eyes out for Ninja. The Overlord says they are sure to be coming. Look at you. Last one off the factory line. Run out of metal, eh? I will call you Nindroid.
The Overlord is also very angry and still using the decomposing corpse of Cyrus Borg.
Do not fail me again, General Cryptor!
GPS routing suggests a solo mission through the eastern gate to disable security.
Level 13 has you sneaking into the Nindroid base to take out the power. You have to disable a bunch of generators to make your way through the gates, basically. I speedran this level pretty quickly, too, like the earlier one, so here's another sped up section of the video. So level 14 starts with a cutscene of the ninja running into the base, and just a quick note, they have this joke part where Jay and Cole keep breathing in each other's face, which you might not think much of it, but if you watch the show, these two hated each other in Season 3 because they were both trying to date Nia, which was a really shitty plotline, and really the only reason this part exists. Just wanted to rant there a little. Moving on. Basically, you play as Kai, and you have to make your way to the base to free Nia, Jay, and Cole since they're now stuck. You just make your way through opening passages to get to the end. The last gate has you find 3 different switches to open it up fully, and I had a bit of trouble finding the last one, but then I found it and made it to the end.
Finally! A little breathing room! Coast is clear. This is gonna be a total cakewalk. Cake! I love cake. Seriously?
Level 15 has you play as Jay and Cole as you make your way further into the Nindroid base. I instantly switched to Jay since he's significantly faster and my favorite ninja. Until Nia becomes one, but you know, that won't happen for a while. You fight a lot of Nindroids in this level, which I thought was fun, just constantly beating on them.
Ninjago!
There's a cutscene in the middle that has a second Cole inside of Jay for some reason.
That's the substation's core. Shut that down and it's lights out for the Overlord.
The level ends with another cutscene of the whole group trying to lock the doors and Zane running out to save Pixel.
I've got to find the emergency override to control that door!
Pixel! Don't seal the door! I'm going
Also, sorry for the bad cutscene footage right here. My recording just absolutely shit the bed all of a sudden, but it kept the audio at least.
Oh, great! Now they come in fun side!
Jay doesn't get to finish his line at the end of the level. Level 16 has you playing as Zane to save Pixel, which turned out to be a trick actually, and then Pixel proceeds to fly into the air like Jesus Christ. I forgot this guy's name, but I'll just edit it in here when I find it out. You have to fight him, and honestly most of his fight is just stupidly easy. I mostly just threw shurikens at him repeatedly until he'd jump away and make his goons fight me. There's a part where he suddenly puts you into a ball, which I don't think I've seen before in a Lego game either, so I thought this was very interesting. You have to roll around onto these buttons while dodging these electric lasers that are moving around the area. Once you do that, the floor becomes electrocuted and you have to collect pieces to fix whatever this thing is. Once you do so, Pixel is saved. The level ends with a cutscene of Lloyd with Garmadon when they're suddenly attacked by, holy shit, a giant robot bird. Also, extra context since the game didn't bring this up, I don't know if they will honestly. Lloyd is avoiding confronting the Overlord and is hiding out training with Garmadon basically. That's where he is in all of this, just wanted to clarify. So originally my plan was to do this as one really long video covering the entire game. However, I honestly underestimated how long this would take me to make. So instead, I'm going to upload this as part 1, and then either I'm going to re-upload a version of the video that includes part 1 and 2, or I'm just going to upload part 2 as a separate video entirely. So for right now, at least, to close off the video, I'm just going to share some brief thoughts I have overall about the game currently. I'm enjoying the game so far overall, but it's probably because I'm desperate for Ninjago video game content, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't necessarily call most of the levels unique or anything. They're kind of what you'd expect from the usual LEGO game experience, which I wouldn't really call that a bad thing. I really enjoy LEGO games, but I'll definitely say a lot of them are fairly harmless, with not much negative to say about them. I kind of play them going in with what to expect ahead of time, since I've just played so many already. So those are some of my thoughts I have about the game so far. When I release part 2, I'll say my final opinion, whether that be a separate video or a mutated combination baby or whatever of this one and part 2. This was also my first actual video that wasn't some random meme I decided to make, so look forward to more actual videos on different things I enjoy if you like this one. Have a good day, and thanks for watching the video.